In a changing market, there are certain strategies that can not only help you do more business now, but set the stage for an incredible career in real estate. Today, I want to share with you the exact strategy that I know can help move your business to a whole other level. The market has changed. The things that we did last year are probably not going to help us get where we want to go next year. The things that we did that were easy in the past are probably going to be a little more difficult going forward. So what I want to do today is I want to share with you, first off, let me start with a story. I want to tell you the story. I've got a good friend of mine that built an amazing real estate company. And back in the time when the last downturn, when we saw things get more difficult, and it was a little more, and we saw transactions coming down, similar to what we're seeing right now, he was kind of feeling down, not sure what to do with his business, how to generate more business, and he ran into a veteran in real estate that was in his 60s at that time, and he told him basically this. He said, listen, if you'll put your head down right now and you'll do the work that's different from what anybody else is doing, not only will you do more business right now, but you're going to set the stage to build an incredible real estate practice that gives you the ability to have something of value, not just now, but into the future that you can't even imagine. And it turned out to be absolutely true. I believe with all my heart right now, there are strategies that we can do. There are things that we can do that are not only going to help us help more clients right now today, but we can really set the stage for something in the future that's pretty amazing. So listen, I'm going to go through this with you, and I can tell you right now, you can put this at a level that you want it as far as you choose how much success you want now and into the future based on how much of this you're willing to do. So when I talk about this, when I talk about the fact that I'm going to put together a list and basically a database of 1,000 homeowners over the next 12 months that we're going to absolutely put on lock, that we're going to get opportunity to be their agent or to receive referrals from, that may sound daunting. I'm going to tell you this right now. It's not going to be easy. If you want to have success going forward in real estate, it's not going to be as easy as it has been in the past, but I'll promise you what's happening is we're seeing a separation right now of wheat and chaff, so to speak, where we're seeing some people are not going to be in real estate next year that are in it today. And that may be you, and that's fine. But if you're truly focused on building a career in real estate, this strategy is going to help you do that. So here's the strategy, and here are some of the reasons why this strategy is so effective. We know in America that around about every 11 years, the average homeowner sells their house. You may be in a market where it's longer or shorter, so you can do your own numbers, but I'm going to use this just to give you kind of a rough idea of where we are. Now, imagine this. Imagine we had 1,000 homeowners that we were actually providing value to away on a consistent basis, which I'm going to show you the exact steps to do that, in a way that keeps us top of mind, that not if, but when that opportunity for them to either refer someone or to sell their existing home or to purchase another home, that you're the agent they think of. And our statistics tell us that that typically home sellers only call one realtor about almost 80+%, I think it was 89% of the time. They only call one realtor. The realtor they call is the one that is top of mind. So what we want to do is we want to position ourselves in a way that we're adding value and consistently in a way that makes us be that one call they make. So let's talk about this and what this looks like. Here's what it looks like. 1,000 homes. Okay, now listen, if you're at a place and you hear this and you're like, I can't do that much. It's up to you what you want to do. You could do 500. You could reduce this, whatever it is. I just want to encourage you to at least, at a bare minimum, if you're serious about real estate, to have at least 100 homeowners that you have in your database, that you have in this system. I'm going to give you the system to do this in 1 year. Basically, it breaks down this way. If there are 52 weeks in a year, listen, we're going to have some time off. We got holidays. We got different times. But what I want to encourage you to do is that if you took 50 weeks a year where you had 5 days a week, that you added 4 homeowners to this database and set up on this program, at the end of the year, you're going to have 1,000. Now, odds are you've already got a group of people, so it's not like you're going to have to do a ton of this. When you go through your database, when you go through your past buyers, some of you are going to have that number already. But if you can have a setup where you pick the low-hanging fruit first, who is it that you know? I want to encourage you to put your family in there. I want you to encourage your neighbors in there, your friends. These are folks that not only will they think of you when they think about selling, we want to stay top of mind so that when they have referrals also. So this database should not just be people that just you've talked to that are just homeowners. This is every single person that you know that's a homeowner also, because understanding this business is know, like, and trust. We want the people in there that we either already trust us, we want them in there already. If they like us, we want them in there already. And then we'll begin to layer in the people that just begin to know us so that we can earn that like and trust as we get down the road. Here's what the system looks like, and I'm going to walk you through step by step what this should look like, okay? The first thing is have every single one of these folks in your CRM. If you don't have a CRM, a contact management program that is helping you organize the data for your business, you're not serious about your business. If you've been waiting, if your company doesn't provide it, we provide it, the best of the best for all of our agents. But if you don't have one that is provided, this is the time to make the investment in a contact management program, a CRM, a relationship management program that's going to give you the ability to communicate in an organized way. Here's what it should have in your CRM. Okay, now this is as you're putting the people in. You should have them tagged. There are tags or there are ways that you can designate certain groups in your CRM. It should have that they are a homeowner. It should have the neighborhood they're in. It should have if they've given you a time frame on when they might consider selling. Any of those details you can do to be able to segment the database is great. Under the description of who they are, you should have the details on when they bought their house, how much they paid for their house, what are their children's ages, what are life events that are coming up that might affect their decision to buy or to sell this house into the future, buy another house. Whatever it is, you want to have complete data in your CRM, because once you have it in your CRM, now we can start getting to these additional steps that are really going to take us give us the ability to position ourselves to be the resource for all of these homeowners. The second step is to set each of these homeowners up where they're receiving automated emails from you on property that is coming on the market, going under contract, that is sold just like their house, or that is in their neighborhood that would be pertinent to the value of their house. You can do this in most CRMs, that's where I would start, or you can do it with your local MLS. It's simply just putting a contact in and being able to set it up to email those out. That should be on a monthly basis. This is another one of those touches. We're going to make sure that we've got consistent touches that are happening. So first things first, give them details about properties that are active, pending, and selling like theirs, so they have an idea of what's going on. The consistency of 1 month, again, keeps you in front of them, shows that you're giving them information that's pertinent to them, and it's really going to help move you down that road of knowing, liking, and beginning to trust you. The third step is that when you're placing them into that database, when you start this off, we're going to do an unsolicited video CMA. If you've watched anything I do, this is really the core tenet of any business that I try to help agents build, is to add value in a way that's unique. This is where we're going to record our screen. We're going to walk through the comparables that are there and give them an updated range on the value of their home. We're not going to ask them if they want to list. This is different. We're in the corner of the screen. They can see the details there. We're going to give them an idea if they were to sell what their estimated net might be, excluding mortgage and any prorations of the things that they'd be basic closing costs. We're going to give them a range though. This is something that's unique. It's a face-to-face where we're talking into the screen and telling them about what's going on with their house. The value of this is that it gives us the ability really to show value in a unique way that they've never seen before. If every time when you're putting somebody in your database as a homeowner, you were to start that process by doing the things we talked about putting them in the CRM correctly, and you sent them a video CMA, you're setting the tone for the type of value you're going to bring. Most agents, when they talk to a homeowner, are going to set them up on a drip campaign that's going to let them know about properties that come on the market. Most agents, however, are not going to take the time to give them an updated email valuation update that's going to really give them something personalized, specific. So do that when we start, and we're going to talk about some ways that we're going to layer that in to the activities in the future as well. The fourth step is to set up automated communication prompts for you on a quarterly basis that are going to be more personalized. What we're going to do is we're going to set up, we just talked about the first one we're going to do is we're going to set up and we're going to send them a video unsolicited CMA. We're going to also set up in our to-dos in our calendar. I used to do this in the days where I literally on my phone, I would just put in there the person and what I was supposed to do. Having your calendar set up in advance, or having a to-do list that is a natural process as you put these in, that you can systemize this, is even better. But what we're going to do is we're going to have the first contact, we're going to have that unsolicited video CMA. We're going to then put out 3 months later, we're going to have to send a text. The text will be something along these lines. I know you've been receiving information about what's going on in the market. Just checking in with you guys to make sure I'm not overwhelming you with information. Please let me know if I should make any adjustments to the frequency of emails and contact that I'm making, or if there's anything that I can do for you guys right now. That's a quick text. It's automated. You can have that copied and just drop it in and send it out to them on a text. That's a to-do we're going to have 3 months down the road. 6 months down the road, we're going to do another unsolicited video CMA. We're going to update them with a CMA every 6 months. Then we're going to go out, we're going to go 9 months out, and we're going to have in there to do a personalized phone call. This is where we're going to just call and check in. Hey, it's been a little while since I've checked in on you guys, just seeing how you and the family are doing. We're really not even talking about real estate. Ultimately, it's going to come up, and we're going to be prepared with information about their house or what's going on in their neighborhood, or a value-based opportunity for us to share what we're seeing in the market. This is a great way just to have that personalized touch. And then on the 12-month anniversary, again, every 6 months, we're going to do another unsolicited video CMA. Now, you may be saying, hey, listen, this is a lot of work right here. You're absolutely right. It is a lot of work. And here's why. Because these are value touches that we're going to make, value-added things that we're going to be sending to them in a way that we're absolutely going to be top of mind. I will guarantee you, and I don't do that very often, if you will do these things, you're going to have listings coming your way, especially if you do it consistently over time. So now we set up some personalized. Now let's talk about a few other things that we can do to make sure that we stay top of mind. Second step is to utilize HOMEBOT. HOMEBOT is the most detailed valuation update tool I've ever seen for homeowners. Now, the beauty of this is that it gives them a monthly report that basically goes in, pulls from 100 data points. So it's going to give them information about, could they refinance? Obviously, that's something we're not talking about now. Could they do a cash out refinance? Could they do a HELOC loan to tap into some of the equity they have? It talks about the equity they have. Think of it like a brokerage report that comes in, maybe from like a Merrill Lynch or somewhere. If you've got a stock report that comes, it talks about your cost basis. It talks about your equity. It talks about opportunities that you may have to borrow against the asset. It gives them a full detailed report on what's going on as far as their asset, their home, and how it's been affected over the last few months. The open rates on this thing is like 70% or something because of the amount of value and detail that it brings. Plus, it tells you information if they adjust their prices. It gives them an electronic value, but it really is branded to you, and it gives them one button they can click. If you'd like a true value, click here, something that gives them an opportunity to really reach out to you. HOMEBOT is a great tool because it adds value in a specific way about their specific house. And now you're setting yourself up where with just the first two, we've already got 24 touches over the next 12 months. Next thing we're going to do, and this is going to our entire database, but it comes to this group also, is we're going to have at least a monthly. I would prefer a weekly, but listen, if you can't do it but once a month, that's fine. I would consider, but if you're serious, every 2 weeks or once a week, but at a bare minimum, doing a once a month video update on the market. Now this is what it looks like. You can simply have it where you've got this going out, whether it be through your CRM or through MailChimp or Constant Contact or somewhere, where you've got a template that every month it comes out, and it just basically has the same title every month. September, real estate market update for whatever area it is. October, real estate update for whatever area it is. On that, on the top parts, you're going to have in that email, you're going to have a video embedded, or you're going to have a link to a video where you're going to do a 1 to 2 minute overview of the market. This is simply saying, hey, this is Jimmy Burgess with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Wanted to give you the September monthly market update on what we're seeing. Here's what's happened with the number of listings that are on the market now versus this time last month. Here's what's happening with the average sales price. Here's where we are on transactions. Here's where we are on days on market. Here's what this means and where we feel like what we're watching to see the trends, if they continue or if they're changing right now going into the future. Hope this has been helpful. Just don't be afraid to reach out if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I did all that off the cuff, but you understand what I'm saying there. Put together something where you're giving market information. It's personalized. The video is so important because it gives them the ability to hear your passion for the market, to see that you're interested, and it puts your face in front of them for another touch. Again, now we've got we've got all of these touches put in place. Let me give you the last thing that is really important, that we're seeing true value happen with these as well. Last part is this, is we become so social in every area of our life that social media plays a big role. So what I want to encourage you to do is every single person that you put in there, make sure that you're connected with them on social media. This is an opportunity that as you go onto social media, because listen, we're all doing this, and you're scrolling through, if you see one of these folks that you know is a homeowner that is in this database, make a comment, add some value, say great looking pictures, it looks like you had a great time on your vacation, whatever it is. Become active with them in the place where they're active. Again, keeping us top of mind. We're not just the realtor, we're a resource. Now we're beginning to do that. The last part of this is when you connect with them on social media, make sure that you go in. I mean, you can pretty much see it like on Facebook where it tells you when their birthday was. Go in and see when people were posting on their birthday. Put that in your calendar, and you want to send them a direct message on their birthday. You don't want to just post it up there like hundreds of other people on their social media just as a post, happy birthday. Now, this is a little trick I learned from Jay Johnson, a buddy of mine who's just killing it in real estate. What he does is he sends a private message that basically just says, happy birthday, hope this is a great day. Do you guys have any plans for your big day? It just asks him a question so it generates a communication. And then it's just simply just saying, hey, I hope this is your favorite birthday ever. Hey, I hope this is your best, happiest, healthiest year ever. Whatever it is. But have that personal communication on their birthday. Don't just fall into the same thing that everybody else is doing. Do it just a little bit different. By connecting with people on social media, there's a big difference in people recommending you and saying, hey, let me introduce you to my realtor versus let me introduce you to my friend. We want to become those folks that they think of not just as a resource, but as a friend. Social media has never given us the opportunity to do this more than it does right now. All right, so that is the system that I'm talking about, that if you'll do this over the next 12 months, if you'll have these situations where you've got 1,000 homeowners that you have on lock, where you are doing and adding value to on a consistent basis, I promise you, your business can't help but grow. It's not just with these 1,000 homeowners, because think about it this way. If the average is that we're going to see that there's going to be 80 to 90, if it's once every 11 years, if we're going to see that out of that 1,000, 80 to 90 people are on average are going to be selling next year, it's not just we're going to get all of those. But we should get at least a third of those, at least opportunities on over half of them for us to do a listing presentation. Now we're looking at 30 to 50 potential listings just next year from this group and every single year going forward. Much less, NAR statistics tell us that once someone sells with us, on average, 27% of those people recommend 4 additional people to us. This is a system that when it's put in place will compound over time in a way that'll build a business that you can't even imagine what it looks like 3 to 5 years from now. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.